Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Robbie Crager, the Flip Flop Flipper. Let's talk about what separates the good value add real estate investors from people who maybe shouldn't be value add real estate investors. So what are the traits of successful value add real estate investors? And by the end of this video, you should be able to determine for yourself whether or not you fit the bill. And if you do fit the bill and you want to become a value add real estate investor, then give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and become part of our community, guys. We want to partner with you. Here's the first trait that we came across that seems like value add real estate investors are very good at: market knowledge. We talk about market knowledge on this channel often. How do you get that market knowledge, and why do value add real estate investors need to have the market knowledge? So market knowledge means that you know what things are going to sell for, what they're going to rent for. You know about the market. You know specifically about your market. We call it a farm area or your buy box. We have a buy box here in San Juan, Puerto Rico that starts up at the top of the hill by Sagrado Corazon and Juan Ponce de Leon, and then we go all the way down Juan Ponce de Leon through Santurce and into Miramar. So that's our buy box. And we are very knowledgeable about this area, guys. When we showed up to the island of Puerto Rico, I had absolutely no knowledge whatsoever about this market, about this area, but we started looking at everything, which is what we encourage you to do if you're going to be a value add real estate investor. And so that's what we do. We looked at all of the properties that came up for sale. We looked at the things that were severely distressed. We looked at the things that were rented out and cash flowing. We looked at the pretty stuff. We looked at the ugly stuff. We called all of the realtors and struggled through the conversations, even though we had a language problem and didn't speak the language. We found out the information, and we did it just by making the calls and going out and looking at every single piece of real estate that comes up. And if you're going to be a value add real estate investor, you better have some knowledge about your buy box at the very least. And eventually it'll grow, right? You'll become skillful at this, and you'll be able to look at a market and determine whether or not something's a good deal or not. So market knowledge simply means that you understand the local real estate and that you can identify areas with potential for growth and increased demand. Number two, and they're going to start to stack up on each other too, right? So once you've got the knowledge of the local real estate market, you're going to be able to evaluate properties very quickly. So property analysis is the second set of skills that successful value add real estate investors are going to want to have. You're going to want to be able to look at a property and determine what's the potential for the property. Is there a potential to fix it up into something that's a higher and better use? Or should it continue to be what it always has been and it just needs a little love and care? And you're going to be able to back into numbers and figure out what kind of return investment you're on. Actually, I'm jumping ahead of myself because I'm sure that's number 3 or 4, but we'll get there, guys. Stay tuned. Give me a like on this video as I struggle to get through this. And value add real estate investors are able to look at a property very quickly and determine, what does it need? How much money are you going to spend on it? What's the best use for that building? And what's it going to take to get it there? As a part of this, you're going to be able to identify and estimate renovation costs before you ever buy it. So this is a very, very important skill set for a value add real estate investor to have. You need to know about the market so that you know what something's going to be worth after it's fixed up, and you need to know before you fix it up a pretty close approximation of what it's going to cost to get it there. So these are really important skill sets that all value add real estate investors need to have. Number 3, risk management. Risk management really applies to all real estate investment types, or really risk management applies to any kind of investments that there are across the board, right? So risk management means that you're able to adapt to the current market, that you're able to look for and find the pitfalls and avoid those pitfalls, that you're able to pivot when you need to pivot. These are things that risk management skills will give you. And if you've got this ability to take a risk and then see your way through in a path that's going to get you to profitability, you might be ready to be a value add real estate investor. Number 4, the finances, guys. Number 4 skill set that value add real estate investors need to have is that you need to be able to understand the financing, the financial analysis of a property. So you're able to put together very quickly in your mind's eye what it's going to cost to buy it, what it's going to cost to renovate it, where it's going to rent for, and then how much money are you going to have invested in a project, and then you back into the number that you're comfortable with. So what that means is that if you're going to spend $100,000 to buy it, $100,000 to fix it, and you're going to be all in for $200,000, and you want to make a 25% return on your investment, then you need to be getting $50,000 in rents on that particular building, right? And so you are going to know by gleaning this information, where are you going to go to get the money? Where are you going to partner with? Are you going to borrow money from the bank? All of these financing portions of value add real estate investing, you're going to need to have a skill set that enables you to buy property quickly, make fast decisions, and put this deal together. Number 5, value add real estate investors are going to need at some level to have executive skills. So what does that mean, executive skills? So that means that you're able to take a project from start to finish and get it done and manage all of the way through it. So you've got the financing on it, you found the deal of a lifetime, you hire the contractors, you get them to show up every day, you get the materials delivered to the job on time when the guys need it so that you keep the plywood in front of the guys that are on the job. You have timelines that you meet, or at least are attempting to meet. You have budgets that you stay within. These are executive decisions, and it's a skill set that's very important to being a good value add real estate investor. And it doesn't mean with all of these different skill sets, maybe you've got 1 or 2 of them that you're really good at, and you've got 2 or 3 of them that you're not really good at. That's why we say real estate is a team sport, because you don't have to be great at all of these things. I'm certainly not. I'm really good at identifying real estate. I'm really, really good at buying distressed real estate. I'm pretty good at having a vision for what it can be. Actually, I think I'm really good at having a vision for what it can be. Where I'm not really good, some of this executive stuff, getting the guys to the job, having the materials show up on time, going to the Home Depot and buying the materials, man, that guys, that will wipe me out quicker than you can imagine, right? Like, so I can get up and go for 12 or 15 hours a day of looking at this distressed stuff and talking to buyers and talking to sellers and negotiating with contractors and coming up with the highest and best use. Where I struggle is if you send me and say that I've got to go buy some fucking plywood at the Home Depot, I'm ready to take a nap after that. Put me 45 minutes in the Home Depot and I'm devastated. I'm wrecked. I hate it. So I have to have someone else on the team that doesn't mind doing that stuff and that's good at it and that's willing to go and find the best prices. And so these executive decisions, they're a skill set. And if you don't have it, partner with someone who does. That's what I've done. That's why we say we like to partner with people. Possibly we'd want to partner with you guys. Number 6, creativity and vision. So this is something that I just went off in my rant in number 5 and said, here's a place where I am strong. I'm pretty good with creativity. I'm pretty good with vision. I can see what a dilapidated building that's got no doors and windows and it's got only pigeons living in it and it's just disgusting and has absolutely no use. I'm pretty good at thinking through what it's going to look like when we're done with it and what it's going to be. Is it going to be an old folks home? Is it going to be long-term housing? Is it going to be short-term housing, a hotel? Is it going to be a grocery store? I can come up with that. I can figure out what the highest and best use is, and I can come up with a plan to build it out to get it to that. And then I want to hand that plan off to somebody who's going to manage my plan, going back to the executive stuff. So I'm pretty good with the creative. I'm pretty good with the visionary stuff. I'm not so good with the last one, number 5. I'm better at number 6. So I partner with people to take care of number 5 for me. Number 7, value add real estate investors are going to be good with relationships and networking. And so that's what we do on this channel, right? So we're networking by having you watch our video. We're trying to find our next deal of a lifetime through someone out there watching our YouTube channel. We're trying to find our next partner on the next value add real estate deal through this YouTube channel. This is how we plan to monetize this channel. I hope that one day we're going to make most of our money through deals that come to us from this community that we're building right now. So this is networking for us, but we're pretty good at this as well. So for years and years, I have told people, and I tell people on the YouTube channel, that the money's not the most important part of the deal, that great deals, money will find great deals, and I truly believe that. And that is the way that I've lived my life. I've networked with people. I've partnered with people who have money. We've got the vision. We've got the ability to find a great deal. We'll find the deal of a lifetime. We can execute on it. We've got a past track record of success that goes back for years and years and thousands of projects, and we can show people that. And so we're able to network with people pretty well. And we find that doctor who's working already 80 hours a week, and he loves the idea of building wealth through real estate, but he just doesn't have the time to do it. Maybe he did it one time. He bought a house and he fixed it up and he struggled through it and it became a rental property, but he's a doctor. He's working 80 hours a week and he just simply doesn't have any time for it. So he gets sour on it, but he's got a pile of money and he comes across our YouTube channel. I hope it's you, doctor. And he says, hey, I'm going to partner with these guys. I'm going to be the money and they're going to do everything else. And I'm going to get to have my money working for me in real estate and building wealth while I've got somebody who's competent at this, somebody who is able to take something from A to Z, from start to finish, and get the job done and has a proven track record. That's what this is about. That's why we network. That's why you guys in this community network together. There are partnerships to be had inside of the chat even, right? Like, so if somebody's got a skill set, put it in there today, right now in this video. Tell everybody who's watching this video what your skill set is, and then try and find partnerships through that, right? So somebody's good at the executive side, somebody's good at the visionary side. You guys come together. Somebody's got some money and somebody's got an expertise at building stuff out. Grow this community by doing deals together. That's what we're looking for. We encourage entrepreneurship and real estate investing, and that's why you like us. That's why you come back and watch our stuff. So guys, I'm just encouraging again, become entrepreneurial. Figure out how to network together even inside of our comment section, and let's do deals together inside of this YouTube community. Number 8, and if you guys have seen our channel for any amount of time, you've heard me say this before, adaptability. I call it the pivot. You've got to be able, as a value-add real estate investor, to take the blows, let things roll off your back, take the punches and stand up and get back up and keep going. Your plan A didn't work out, so you move on to plan B, and then you get hit in the nuts again and plan B doesn't work. You've got to immediately jump back up with plan C, and you keep going and you keep going and you don't give up and you don't stop until you figured this shit out and you make a deal profitable just by the sheer will of it all if you need to. Don't stop. Don't give up. Adaptability, the pivot. If you are a value-add real estate investor, there are going to be times when you have to, when you need to be adaptable, when you need to make that pivot. It's great if you can see it far out into the future and you have that skill set, but even sometimes you're going to be blindsided. And it's a true skill set for those of you that can do it, that can roll with the punches and keep going and get the job done. We've got a track record again of being able to do this after we came to Puerto Rico almost 6 years ago. And believe me, guys, there were times where we've been blindsided, but we've been able to keep going and adapt and move on from plan A to plan B to plan C to plan D. And thank God, praise the Lord, we've been successful along the way and we've got a track record to prove it, but it's because we're adaptable. It's because we can make the pivot when we need to make the pivot. And sometimes, guys, it's about making the pivot even if I'm wrong. Like, I do not claim to be the great economist. I'm wrong most of the time. When I say the market's going to go up, it goes down. If I think it's going to go down, it goes sideways. But what I am able to do is make big moves and make decisions and live with my decisions and move through getting the job done. And when you have a plan, even if your plan changes along the way and you stick to it, you will have success. At least that's been our life story. That's been what's happened to us. I can tell you one example is in COVID. We had several properties on the island of Puerto Rico for sale that we thought, oh my God, nobody's going to buy anything during COVID. So like 2 weeks in, we took everything off the market and we rented them out as fast as we could for cash flow, thinking that we had to do that because they weren't going to sell. Well, it was absolutely wrong. And it worked out like I was a frickin' genius, because everything that we took off of the market then would have sold here, and now it would sell up here. And that's not because I knew that that was going to happen, but we wanted the cash flow, we wanted to be secure, and that's the plan that we went with. We made a pivot, and we decided to take some things off of the market, thinking that the market was going to crash a bit. We were wrong. We got it rented out, we got the cash flow, and it worked out really well for us. So hey guys, I just went through 8 things that would help you to know if you want to be a value add real estate investor. And really, if you think 1 or 2 of these things, even one maybe, is something that you're really skilled at, you probably have what it takes to be a value add real estate investor. Again, I say this all the time, real estate is a team sport. So you can find along the way other people who are going to partner with you, that are going to come alongside you, and they're going to have different set of skills, and your skills plus their skills, 1 plus 1 is going to equal 5 or 6 or 10 or something great like that. Really quick, here's a recap. Your ability as a value add real estate investor, you're going to be able to find good properties, identify them. Hopefully they're undervalued properties that need some value add, that need some work. You're going to want to have a vision for the potential and be able to see that. Many people are not able to see the vision. They look at something that's distressed, it just blows their mind, and they think no one would ever buy that. I look at stuff that's distressed and I immediately think, oh my God, that's a great property. It'll be rats running around, pigeon poop everywhere, no windows, no doors, the roof's leaking like a sieve, there's termites, and I think, my God, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and here's what it's gonna be. And people will be with me, vomiting in the corner because it smells so bad, saying, how the hell can you walk through this with a smile on your face and know that you're gonna make money? I've got a vision for it, guys, and you might need to have that skill set too. You also wanna be able to effectively execute the strategies so that you enhance the value of each of your projects by using strategic improvements, value add. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed that one. If you like content like that, give me that thumbs up, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. As always, we're looking to partner and we're looking to expand our business through partnerships. We don't ask you for anything on this YouTube channel other than the chance to maybe get to know each other by you sending us an email, and maybe we can do a deal together. That's what we're looking for. That's how we hope to do our deals in the future, is either you bring us a deal and we partner with you on something because we've got a skill set that you don't have, or we have always got deals going on. And if you've got some money or you've got some expertise, if you want to run a hotel project here on the island of Puerto Rico, man, there's just dozens and dozens of ways for us to partner. And that's why we're looking for. That's how we expand our business. We've got a great track record with it. So again, send me that email, theflipflapflipperpr@gmail.com. God bless. Thanks for watching.